What's going on, everybody? We're here a few minutes early. Want to make sure everyone has a chance to log in. So if you got that going on, go ahead and do that. We're gonna get started in a few minutes. I'm gonna have a little sip of a coffee. Okay. Mm. We're just gonna hold on here. We're a few minutes early on our side. Well, wherever you are watching from, go ahead and put that in the chat, and we'll try to keep up with the different chats that are happening. For people that are watching directly on YouTube, we have that open to help manage some of the comments. If you're watching directly on from our website, the link that you received in your email, you can leave a reply there, a comment there, and we'll we'll get there as well. Um, I don't think we have a lot of people here yet, but we are going to get started in just a few minutes. And if you signed up through the website, you're going to be able to get a link for the replay afterwards. But go ahead, let us know where you're listening from, where you're watching from, and we're going to get started in just a few more moments here. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, 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 everyone. Super excited that you're all here. We're going to be talking for the next like 15 to 30 minutes. I'm not sure how long this one is going to be. But just for those of you that are new around here, my name is Bart Anestin. I run a marketing agency called Creative Partner in the Toronto area. And yeah, we're super stoked to be hanging out with you guys today, talking about LinkedIn and what type of strategies you're going to be using to make it work for your B2B strategy. And LinkedIn's a very unique place. We're going to get started right away. So if you're just logging on, we're just signing on. Welcome to the live stream. This will also be posted afterwards for people that want to replay as a blog and as a video. But we're diving in today about the easiest ways to make LinkedIn work for your B2B marketing. And the first thing you got to understand is like LinkedIn is a very different animal compared to other social media platforms. The biggest thing that you're going to notice is just the way that it's laid out. Everyone can be anyone on, let's say, Instagram or on Facebook, where they have some professionals, some casuals, some regulars from different types of industries, marketplaces, or even levels of professionalism, different types of professionals, rather. And LinkedIn is kind of like the universal place for professionals. So it's not necessarily a place where an influencer is trying to use this platform. More often than not, it's going to be with people who are trying to connect with other business like people or other businesses themselves, to kind of see where does that work and how can we find an intersect. And long are the days of Instagram, sorry, LinkedIn being just the hub of resumes and applying for jobs and job search. It's now a robust sales and lead generation platform, a great way to have professional community. And LinkedIn is far from perfect. I wish it had some more social openness to it. I wish we can do conversation groups like a clubhouse. I wish it was easier to advertise and market. I wish it was easier to do live streams right in LinkedIn. but that's a topic for another day. I just see the benefits of it as a place for business and for professionals, how we can be communicating and talking in a way that's helping the community itself of professional people, whether it's through services or general connection, or job search or lead generation or sales. This is a great, great, great tool. And if you're looking at the statistics, you're going to see that of all the places to get lead gens on social media that are actually tangible, turn into dollars and cents, LinkedIn's at the top of the heap. And that's no surprise. Again, you're going to be connecting with people who are more, I guess, engaged with the type of content that they want to be involved in. So LinkedIn becomes a very unique place and a very special place for anybody who's looking to market and dive into the world of B2B. And if you have a presence already online in other places like like Facebook or Clubhouse or whatever, it's very easy to maybe transfer some of those same ideas to a place like LinkedIn, just to make sure that you have a proper presence for the business itself. And we're going to be talking about some ways to make LinkedIn work in the best possible way. And I think this is where we're going to see more types of engagement and better quality of leads is going to be through LinkedIn rather than like DMs inside of Facebook or Instagram or stuff like that, or even Twitter. So the number one thing I would say, and this is the easiest thing, this is like the bare bones, is share content. You know, if you already have content that you're posting other places, this is a very great way to integrate that as long as it matches the type of audience that you want to be involved in. So publish content that industry professionals will know exactly what you're talking about, and this is a safe place to do that, where you don't necessarily have to worry about, are we talking about people's heads. You can start to talk to your industry, your audience, and try to curate a following based on the type of content you're publishing. And this leads to the next thing that I would say is huge, is engaging in community. So the community on LinkedIn, like I said, very professional. People are, maybe asking for help, strategies, sharing ideas, and this is an easy way for you to get yourself involved. And LinkedIn actually has a lot more features than what we just see on the surface when you go in on the platform. You actually have underneath that, I guess, the profile, and to the right of the profile, you're going to see something that's called um, work. And within work, there's other products that LinkedIn offers. And that's a great place to get started, even if you don't have any content yet to post on LinkedIn. There's the learning center they have there. There's different insights so you can learn about what's happening with your page. You can advertise, find leads. I think there's like a group area to like find salaries and stuff like that. But the best thing to get started with is going to be groups, community groups, and community groups are such a game changer if you're in the right groups. It's a great way to get your company's name out there and develop authority. Joining a group can really position yourself well. And the goal is not to sell. The goal is not to solicit your business. The goal is to be helpful. The goal is to create space as an authority for you and your company, and to actually just be a member of a community. So I think there's a limit on how many groups you can be a part of. So you have to limit that a little bit more and be more conscious. So make sure you choose groups that are highly active um, and directly related to your company or to your industry. And this is the key. This is what I've learned to be key in terms of getting people to like my page and follow back and generate connections. Is find a medium-sized group. If you find a group that's too small, then there's not going to be a large enough pool for you to actually generate any leads at all. And if the group is too big, then your comments and posts are going to get lost in the shuffle. But if you find a group that's actually a medium-sized group, like go in your industry, go to a bunch of groups and see what size the groups are, how many followers or people that are engaged. Like I'm involved. I'm a digital marketer, so there's one called digital marketing, and I don't post that much in it because there's almost 2 million people in the group. And I've posted before and answered people's questions and offered opinions, and that doesn't necessarily help um, me in that way. Like it seems very one way where somebody might get a comment from me, but they're also getting like 1,000 other or 2,000 other comments, and they may not even ever see mine. There's so many comments, and especially if my comment is something that's like very short or something that's not in the first 5 minutes. Somebody may have already said it, so they may not even they may have already solved the problem before they get to the 1,500 comment. So find whatever that looks like, because there's another one called digital communications that has about 3,000 members. And I live in Canada. I'm also part of the RGD, Association for Registered Graphic Designers. Just as, again, helps me with my talent pool when we're looking to hire or add people to our team. Um, and that's an easier place. That one has 4,000 members. That's an easier way for me to get involved. Now there are other groups that I see here within my industry that have 150 members, 300 members. That's not bad. It just might be small. They might A lot of those people may not be ready for the level of the business that you have. So, like I said, go to your niche, your industry, find the area that's going to help you the most within the search there, and then start to audit a couple groups and look at the sizes, look at the people that are there, how active is it, and see if there's a space for you. You want to join community group to be a member of community. So like I mentioned already, don't directly solicit your B2B offering or your company. Rather start by getting people's trust, positioning yourself as an authority, posting relevant and insightful comments that address the questions that the group might be having, or maybe some of the ideas that are being shared. That's a great place for you to make sure that you're not just being lost, and you're kind of spending time, if you schedule it, which I would recommend, schedule like an hour a week or an hour every couple of days, to just go in and chat around on social media. That's going to be huge for people just to get to know who you are and to broaden your community output. Like how much can I definitely be involved in other people's um, work and top of their mind, so that when they're looking for the services, when they're looking for connections, they're going to see you for what you've done already. And this is an easy win, because you're probably an expert in the field that you're in, and they may be an adjacent company who may not know what you know. And then when it comes time to building those connections, community groups, best place for that. Okay, I also wanted to talk about connect with decision makers. So even before we get to decision makers, let's talk about advanced search. I think advanced search is probably one of the top three things to use when you're looking to leverage a B2B marketing strategy with LinkedIn. When you're in advanced search, it's a great place for you to use it to find exactly who the decision maker is. And the reason why I say decision maker is, if you're trying to actually generate leads, having somebody to sign up to a form or whatever your conversion is going to be, is that's not prepared to make a decision, is actually just a waste of your time, because you're going to go through the whole pitch, and then they have to go and redo it to somebody else, and they'll never be able to do it as good as you can, and to answer all the objections or questions that people might have. So it's best to have the person who is the most senior within the industry or business that you're trying to do. And the best way to do that is with advanced search. Advanced search, there are limits to it on LinkedIn, because they do have paid products. And we'll talk about that a little bit near the end, that can help you refine your search based on the role, based on the type of company size, based on the location. So if you're in LinkedIn and you're trying to search, the best thing to do is probably like just hit a regular search, and then as you're looking through companies, you'll see other fields on the left hand side, and you'll be able to actually find a large company and find exactly how people are using that profile. So you'll be able to find out like some of the keywords or the first and last name, or is it the first or second connection, years of experience, all those things that LinkedIn is gathering information on, you'll have access to. And again, I think the limit is I think 100 searches a month or 100. There is a limit. I'm not 100% sure. I know I reach it every month. My goal is to reach it every month, just because you lose those opportunities to learn again about the people search and the people within your industry that are closest to you or whatever region that you're trying to reach. So advanced search leads right into, like I mentioned, the connections with decision makers. Decision makers, like I mentioned, being so important. And like for us, again, we do offer marketing assets, web and branding and marketing services. So our marketing, we're looking for the VP of marketing or marketing director. Um, and that helps us identify using advanced search who exactly we want to talk to. I'm not looking for a social media coordinator. I'm not looking for the web developer, if they have one. I'm looking for the person who might be frustrated with how sales are happening, and it's their job to be promoting the company. Because for us as an agency, we're going to take that into account and be like, okay, you're looking for X, Y, and Z. Here's how we position what we're offering, and then make a connection with them there. Or you can also do even a little bit more profile, diving and see, are they involved in any groups? Have they asked any questions? Maybe they're sharing a little bit of their frustration with a service or a product that you are more familiar with. So there's lots of ways to actually learn about who you're actually targeting, and making connections with decision makers is huge. And once you figure out who's calling the shots, you can connect with them and set up a meeting to explain the connection. So make sure, like, when before you approach them, it's a good idea to familiarize yourself and understand their role, the company itself. Like, don't treat this like a business meeting, so that when you have a connection call with them, whether it's video, on phone, in person, you can understand the business model, the pain points, and that's probably the best way to make a great impression. So connections with decision makers really helps you shine. And a little bit of 10% extra effort really does go a long way by checking out their profile and seeing how you can best serve them. Okay. Let's also talk about the company page. This is another game changer, using your company page as a lead generation page. A lot of people just create a company page and maybe post once or twice on there, and there's a lot more to it than that. If you want to have leads on LinkedIn, you're trying to gain leads, like you are offering a service or a product, and you want people to connect with you with the anticipation or hope that they will purchase from you. The best way is to turn your business or company page into a lead generation page. The company page is a pipeline for LinkedIn leads to visit your actual company website, and you can change um, your uh, your link that would normally go to your website to go to another page specific for LinkedIn. And that, these are the leads that are coming from LinkedIn. They can go here, and it has specific information that would make sense coming from your company profile on LinkedIn. So the best thing to do is structure your company page in a way that leads up to a convergent action. So again, whether that's a Calendly, go to my specific landing page, a form you fill out, an email address, whatever it is. But the biggest thing is going to be a click through to a URL, and there's different ways on the back end for you to select or decide how you want people's pipeline to going to be inside your funnel. Make sure you have a proper image that showcases a broad overview about your company, what exactly you offer. You don't want to be, having a random picture that's cropped weird. And we all know LinkedIn already has a very unique cover image size. So that's going to be paramount. Then take some proper time, or hire somebody, or pay somebody on Fiverr, to help you write a clear and compelling pitch in your company description. This is going to help you a lot when people are looking into you. Again, reverse engineer what you would do if you were just meeting somebody and you just found them on, let's say, a community group on LinkedIn or just on the LinkedIn profile because they posted something that was interesting. What would you do? You probably go right to their company profile or right to their LinkedIn profile and read through everything to kind of see, oh, this is where you worked before. This is how long you worked there. Oh, this is the type of work that you were doing. Go to the company profile, see what they're about. But that's a great opportunity to maybe soft sell something to showcase exactly what makes you different from your competitors. And that helps you stand out and do a lot of the work already before you ever even meet the person. So don't sleep on the company description. Make it a little bit longer, not too long, not like an essay, but nothing wrong with having 250 to 400 words there and kind of explain the most important part of your company. Um, Talk about what makes you different and how you can actually help people. How do you see change in people? There's different ways of setting up company profiles, but there's nothing wrong with like going at it in a way that feels more like a lead generation page than just a profile page that just has, boilerplate text and copy. Another great thing for you to do is have like a showcase page. LinkedIn created showcase pages for companies to promote individual brands that are extensions of the company. So if that applies to you, you can use a showcase page to actually have almost like a separate landing or sales page on there. You can go from your company's page, click edit, and create a showcase page. So they were kind of custom made for B2B to better generate leads. So it makes sense to create a showcase page when you want to represent brands, business units, or company initiatives. These pages were intended to develop long-term relationship with specific audience. So you can almost have a subset of your audience that maybe you have a very unique feature or bonus to your software that you use only for like developers. And then you can say, listen, we have something else for here that talks maybe more about that SaaS product and what our demo looks like and how you can sign up for a beta. And that can be its own separate thing, but the main software company has its company profile page. Those are just a few ways. There's no restrictions on how you use it as long as you use it, right? Um, just like the advanced search to feature, there's already a lot that you can. Those are free features, and there's a lot that you can do with them to go and dig that deep. Um, Another thing that I want to talk about before our time runs out is considering upgrading to a premium account. You know, LinkedIn basically has two premium accounts. So if you were to go and talk about like um, finding sales, you're selling something, and there's a sales navigator, which is for professionals, and it helps get leads. It helps, real time insights. It helps you, you know, do warm outreach. These are just some of the features that they mention on their page. And then they also have like the sales navigator team. Sorry, they also have the where the business premium, and that lets you to find people more, promote and grow the business, learn new skills, really bolster the profile. So when you're thinking about getting a LinkedIn professional account or a lead generation account, there's lots of opportunities. I personally think it's a steep investment. I believe it's like $60 American. And so what that does, though, you get access to saved searches, which for me is like when I used it for the few months, really helped. And allows us to do a little bit more in-depth connecting with people. You get access to in-message, so you can message people and send them an email right away. There's no limit to that. You have an extended um, buffer for how many people you can uh, connect with. So I think it's like you can save up to 10,000 leads, and you have like 20 in mails per month. And you get, remember I mentioned that there is a limit to how many people you can browse and like check out. There's unlimited browsing. So if you're, really trying to go hard at setting up sales calls and connecting with people online, This might be well worth it, 60 bucks a month, to have unlimited people browsing and custom lead and account lists. So you can make lists, you can save searches, you can open every single profile. Nothing is grayed out to you. And you can have recommendations and saved leads as well. So we're almost coming to the close of our time here together. And one of the things that I wanted to bring back, which was almost at the very beginning, was sharing content. So if you're first starting out, the best thing for you to do is to use the tools within LinkedIn to connect, because LinkedIn is going to prioritize those. Like right now, LinkedIn does not allow you to post videos from outside sources like scheduling apps like Buffer. It's going to create a link and all that kind of stuff. I find the best way when I use LinkedIn is going to be I create a video and post it directly in LinkedIn, or if I go ahead and create something like a post or write an article, use the article feature in LinkedIn, they're going to promote those things because they're exclusive to the platform. Um, you know, starting a group is exclusive to the LinkedIn platform. Writing an article is exclusive to the LinkedIn platform. They want people to stay on the website and to search and to learn and to explore. So the more original content that you have on the actual page, is gonna work paramount. And in the last maybe year, they've really beefed up their hashtag results, and so you can put in hashtags on your written posts, which as well. So if you're looking at creating content, start slow, use the exclusive features of LinkedIn, and then do the rest of the things that we spoke about, which is going to be, helping you use the advanced search tool, making a company page that really works for you, use the advanced search, consider upgrading to a premium account, all these different things that we talked about, joining discussion groups. Those are the things that are going to help you elevate the base, and the base is going to be original content using Instagram features. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this live. Every single month we try to do one. I'm really excited about what we're doing in the next couple of months. I know 2022 is going to be a great year as people are kind of getting back into the swing of things. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, where we drop a lot of content, and we help people navigate all the different changes to digital marketing in the marketing space. So I think last month we talked about using digital marketing strategy for a construction company. We did an interior design website review, how to find the right brand imagery for your company. So there's lots of information on the channel. Go ahead and browse around. All right, guys, that's it for now. We'll talk to you soon.